here. Setup. Set the setup. Unsettling the setup. Bum, bum. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Doing. And there's Tom. Tom from Ohio State. Tom,
Yeah,
you're Buckeye this morning?
I'm a Buckeye this morning.
Yeah, morning everybody. How's it going? Ba-bum-bow. Monday, the start of a new week, and the magnificent return of Tom.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Ron. Yeah, I'm going to make a run to the auction today and pick up the stuff I bought later in the day. I still got crap in the back of my pickup from the last auction buy I had. There was a bunch of paint cans. I mean, they're full paint cans, but the cans are all rusted. I'm not even going to try to sell them.
Donate them. You say you don't know whether you're going to try and sell them.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably just box them up and throw them in the trash. I know you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to take them to recycling, except I don't want to drive 40 miles there and back to go to a recycler.
You think you could donate them to like Habitat for Humanity or anything like that?
Again, 40, 45 miles.
Do y'all not have anything in that little Podunk County yours?
Tom, our population is 3,500. We ain't got nothing except Burger King and Dollar General.
You don't have a Walmart?
No? You know this. How long have we been friends?
But I thought, but looking at the map, it looks like it's a pretty good sized little community there.
Well, I've lived in smaller places, but we only have 3,500 that live in this town.
Well, you need to get off some of that money and build a strip center or something and get you some people in there. Then again, you might like it only being 3,500 people, right?
Yeah, most of the time it's great living here. We don't have to lock our doors at night, and we don't have to worry about leaving the keys in the car, or we don't have to worry about if there's a if there's something strange in the neighborhood, who you gonna call? The neighbors.
Do y'all have a hospital?
Yeah, we got a little hospital. Yep, there's two bad to the bones dudes. Yeah, Ron, you going Tuesday to get your stuff? I'm gonna go ahead and go today because yeah, I, I need to just get it here and get to listing it. Uh, bad to the bone. Bad, bad to the bone.
Javis, you don't even need a post office half the time.
Who's saying bad to the bone? Bad,
If
bad to the bone.
if you weren't in the retailing or reselling business where you had to ship stuff to the postal service, would you ever go there? I mean, out of 6 days a week, we get mail maybe 2 days, and one of those days is Tuesday because we get all our sale papers, which is not as many as it used to be. And then another day will just have some more junk mail in it. All our bills are electronic, so we don't deal with that. So
Yeah, Mike, I saw that Magnolite you showed on the Instagram. He got a $150 pot for was it $12.50 was on that tag? Uh-huh. Do. Hardly ever go to Walmart.
Really, Chastity? Was that in the grocery section or with the store in general?
They're probably doing their set for Halloween.
Yeah.
Like they'll clear out a big section for Halloween, and then once that's over, they'll clear out a big section for Christmas.
It's well, if it's at the front of the store, then it was probably back to school stuff.
It's more like $225 for that one. Dang, Mike, he's a good picker. I think Mike must actually go picking more than me because I just pretty much when it's not big garage sale time, I just do the auction and the rummage sale, and that keeps me busy with enough stuff to list.
I was about to ask where Lag was at, and I was looking up through the list, and I see him say smiley face or something.
Yeah. I grew up stopping at the post office daily. Our post office only had post office boxes. Stop there was an opportunity. Local gossip. Yeah, I can hardly go to the post office without getting into conversation with somebody. So, I don't think you were here at the post office. They had stacks and stacks and stacks of large priority mailboxes.
Wow.
What are you doing with all those? And so the lady was saying, somebody in China ordered 74 orders, separate orders of large priority mailboxes and sent them to a couple in our town
Dang.
as a prank. And of course, they refused them, so they got sent to the post office. So now, oh no, Mike, I missed that one. I'll have to go look at it.
Okay, leave that up there for a minute
Nice.
so I don't forget. We don't forget about it. The 833.
What?
What is that? 833. What is that?
Well, sterling silver is 0.925
Right.
silver content, and 833 is 833 parts per thousand of silver content.
Is that better or worse than the 925?
Well, what's better, more or less?
Well, would that be 0.833 instead of 0.925? Is that
Right.
what that's?
Right.
Oh, okay. All right. Now it makes sense now.
So an ounce of 833 is not worth as much as an ounce of 925.
Okay.
So
That period made all the difference, or that point.
His piece that he got is probably 3 ounces of silver. Mm-hmm. At least equals MC squared, says Kent.
He's been a smart ass as usual.
He's a smart ass. Well, I don't know why, but Kent doesn't give me as hard a time as he does to you.
I know.
Not that I want him to switch over and
I
give
think
me that
I
hard
think he's
time.
just jealous of all this goodness that you see before
Oh
he.
yeah, that's got to be it.
You
Yeah, and
always
then
got to make good. You got to make fun or hassle the good looking people.
the the silver dollar is 900.
Right.
So they put in other metals to make items stronger.
My dear father-in-law, God love him. He he likes to look through money. He checks serial numbers for special numbers and all that kind of stuff. And
Hi, Jennifer.
we we took some currency and some a coffee can full of change up there. And which he has COPD, so he sits around with, he has his oxygen on most of the time. And he sat there and looked through that can of. He's still not finished, but he's gone through that can of change, looking at the dates on them, looking to see if there's anything special. He's looking for special coins, and he has rolled all of them. That change has been sitting in that jar thing for 20 years, and he sat down and he rolled all of it that he has gone through. He's a good guy. I told him I was gonna go to the bank and get like a box of quarters and bring them to him and let him go through them looking for silver ones, since he seems to be
Uh,
bored.
it's more likely to find silver in the 50-cent pieces.
Really? Okay, well, I'll make a note of that.
Yeah, because 50-cent pieces weren't used as much as quarters.
Okay.
You're much more likely to find silver in 50-cent piece boxes than you are in quarter boxes.
Can you buy rolls of 50-cent pieces?
Yeah,
Well,
you'll have to go to your bank and order them.
oh, okay.
There won't. If you buy a box, I think it's $500.
Okay.
So you get 1,000 50-cent pieces. Yeah, there's YouTube channels that just do coin roll hunting.
Yeah.
But a lot of those, it depends on how you want to spend your time. Because it's not profitable. I can sell stuff on eBay and make way more money with the same amount of time spent as I can coin roll hunting.
Right. Well, I'm not talking about it for the the income off of it, of course. I'm just, something he would find interesting to do,
Right.
at least for a while until he got tired of it. And the thrill of the chase, I guess you would say. But I'll remember that 50-cent pieces.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll watch one of those. But I don't know. There are some of those channels that like to hype themselves up. Hey, I found I struck silver. And they kind of hype up their video,
Right.
which is fine. I mean, if you're trying to make some money with a YouTube channel, yeah, those channels probably make more money on YouTube than they do finding real silver and 50-cent, doing the coin roll hunting.
Right. Well, that's like, there's YouTube channels where people are just scratching off scratchies, and they have a bazillion views.
Plus, I don't like just bothering my bankers.
Well,
I've
Todd,
heard
as
of
much money as much money as you make them, it's not bothering them.
there's a lot of bankers that they just don't like getting sacks and sacks of coins to have to go through. I did some penny roll hunting. That was kind of interesting. I'd pull out the pre-83 pennies and keep
Why
the
is that?
copper one. Well, they're the pre-83 ones are copper
Uh,
or mostly copper. So a penny is actually worth about 3 or 4 cents. So I got a pretty good stack of just copper pennies. And with the pennies, a lot of times you'll find um, not wheat. What was the one before wheat pennies?
I have no idea.
Oh crap! Somebody will remind me. Yeah, Indian head pennies. Lead pennies? No,
Uh huh.
not
Lead penny.
lead pennies. And then every once in a while you'll find those 1943 steel pennies. Yeah, Indian head pennies.
Are they silver instead of copper colored, or they look like the copper ones too?
No, the steel pennies look like steel.
Okay.
Yeah, they look like stainless steel.
Cool beans.
Do, do, do. Oh, I got an offer. Let's see what you want. What you doing? Oh no, I gotta counter this. Let's see. Where was that? Da, da. I had a person message me. They wanted the model number of something I was selling. I was like, okay. And I sent it to them. They said, thanks. I got one to sell, and I didn't know the model number. Like, well, you got your Google right there. Why are you bothering me,
You
turd?
should have sent him an invoice for $10. Find it. Oh, that's great. Find attached an invoice for product research. Good morning, Scott. Wait a minute. Ha ha, Scott. I've worn this shirt so many times on on this morning shows. It's just a comfy shirt, and it was free. If you send me a couple of those damn Alabama Roll Tide shirts, I'll wear them. 3X. Well, let's just be blatant about it. If you got a YouTube channel that you're promoting with T-shirts, send me some. I'll wear them. at no charge. 3Xs though. They got to be comfortable enough to sleep in.
Sorry, I'm typing letters to my potential buyers.
Okay, that's fine. I was reading down through the chat. They got on a spell there, so it kind of like shot through a bunch of. I
What are we
can't. Are you
doing?
really thinking of?
Gotta read all this. Yeah, I got behind in the chat too. Wooden nickels? No, nobody wants
Yeah,
wooden nickels.
but Lag won't let me wear his T-shirts on line. He says I can wear them any other place except online. Wow, that's your new grandbaby, right, Maverick?
Wipe your ass with that shirt and toss it. Big grab. What's a big grab?
Must be. I think it's like a community type yard sale.
Oh,
Mr.
Tommy,
Sadie, tell them when they have their next one, they need to name them Cheyenne.
can you get any cheaper?
Hey,
Uh, I never will forget working at Home Depot. You know, the crews. The crews would come in to buy stuff for their jobs,
right.
and they couldn't speak English, and they'd be wearing T-shirts like that say "Baby on Board" and "I'm too sexy for my body" shirts, all sorts of stuff they would wear. They didn't care. They just had to have work clothes, and that's what they wore. Nice. Sadie gets to be with his great grandchild.
You be
Sweet.
sure and get up at those 3 o'clock feedings now, Mr. Sadie.
Hmm. Hey, Ping. Big grab sale. It's not that far south of Tom.
Like Greenville, Spartanburg area, Blacksburg,
Yeah.
Gaffney.
Yeah, men would be wearing baby on board shirts and
You know what? When you're working out on a crew like that, you really don't give a damn what you wear because you're sweating your ass off out there.
yeah, they just needed clothes,
Yeah,
and they had, gone somewhere and said, "Hey, there's your shirt for 25 cents. I'll buy that." So that's what they.
because when I was a teenager and was working on survey crews during the summer for my dad, my mom would raise hell if I wore something out there. And then, there's some good sized briars in South Carolina, and like they'll tear through clothes. And I'd rip up a shirt, and my mom would, "These are mine." Why do you have to Blythewood? Oh wow, that's straight down that's straight down the I-77, Winsboro. Cool. That's this weekend. Winsboro. I knew what you were talking about. Blythewood and Blythewood used to have a police station. I haven't been down there through Blythewood since they built 77. But Blythewood used to have a police station that was probably 14 by 40. That was their police station. It was small. Oh, September 6th to the 7th. Okay.
Yeah. This weekend I got my 50th class reunion. Woo.
Wow.
So I won't be here Friday. Yeah. We don't stumble, we don't fall. 74 is best of all.
It's yeah, we have a reunion next year. I mean in 76. I don't know whether they'll have one or not. And if they do, I doubt I would go because all of the friends that I hung out with in high school are like scattered all over the country. I don't know whether they'd fly in for for that, especially since most of them's parents have passed on.
Probably the only one still alive in my class. No. I don't think hardly any of my class has died. Maybe 4 or 5 out of a class of 210 or whatever it was.
Are you talking about Fort Jackson, Mr. Sadie?
Some of my classmates aren't in very good shape. Not that I'm in great shape, but some of them are pretty rough condition.
Yeah, Todd, yeah, you're not going to get out there and jump on your bicycle and ride it for 40 miles or go out there and, surfing all that day, hitting the big waves. But you were really active. You do a
Hey,
lot. So maybe you're not in 20s shape, but I think you're in good shape for as old as we are.
I think I could still ride a bicycle pretty good. Not very far, but
Well, I can hook you up with some stuff for your bicycle now if you buy one.
you've lost a lot. I don't think up until about 1980, I don't think we had as much stuff like carcinogens in our food and this and that.
Anissa, do you have a big? I know you're really on your health kick, and that's not being negative. That's just how I phrase it. Uh, do you have a big garden? Do you plant a lot of vegetables? Can a lot, so you know what you're eating. Yeah,
Hey,
Moselle and Beulah, they've lost husbands 2 and 3 already. They're looking for number 4. Oh,
most of my class thought I was just that goofy band kid. None of the hotties would pay me any attention. Watching my food intake. Nah,
Todd,
I've I've gained a lot of weight since high school. I think when I graduated, I was like 170,
you sound like me.
and now I'm like A lot more than that.
Yeah. Todd,
Well,
my oldest son has a subscription to BritBox, which is the British TV channel, and they had a series. It's called Murder on the Ship. It was a detective type thing. It was a cruise ship, a big cruise ship, and the a former police officer, a police detective, is now he's moved on from the police work, and he's a singer on board the ship. So he and the first officer, who is a pretty lady, they solve these murder cases. I told Roberta, I said, I don't want to go on any cruise line where they've had, as far as I can see in season one, 14 murders involving their passengers on their ships. That is just not the type of cruise ship I want to go on.
well, yeah, you take a cruise and it's just like everybody pretends to be Jules Perot or whoever he was,
Yeah.
Jacques Cousteau or whatever his name was.
Did y'all do a Mediterranean cruise?
Nah, nope, haven't done that one.
It looks like that would be a pretty cruise. Just using using what they were showing in the show last night. But
Yeah, I
it,
don't
it,
think I'd
it
want
it
to
looks
do
like that would
that.
be a pretty place to go.
I wouldn't want to do that unless it was like October, because it's pretty hot in the
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean in the
Yeah.
summertime.
Yeah. Um,
Murder, She Wrote.
why don't you plant you a raised garden, Nissa? You don't have to have a lot of space for that. Murder She Wrote.
Well, the stuff to raise a garden costs so much now. It's actually cheaper to buy at the store usually.
Yeah, but Nissa, she's all about the ingredients and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, we should all plant gardens and get the heirloom seeds that aren't GMO and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, people are dying to grow on that cruise line, James. Apparently, I'm serious. For somebody that cruises, and I think we cruised a lot. Not as much as some people, but we do cruise a lot. First of all, being held up in a port for 2 days while they're solving a damn murder mystery because a murder because the local police won't let the ship leave. That's got to cause all kinds of literally cause all kinds of logistical problems.
Actually, Beth, you can eat roses. You ever heard of rose hip uh, jelly and stuff? Yeah,
Javis, we've got this community cat that has taken up here. We call him Tanner. And we had a problem. I was going to plant some tomato bushes, tomato plants, some eggplants, some squash, and cucumbers. And the squirrels were everywhere. So I decided not to because there's no point in feeding the squirrels. Well, Tanner has apparently has thinned them out has scared them off because he hasn't. We haven't seen the squirrels. Now the deer are in the backyard, but the squirrels are gone.
about the only thing I grow good around here is okra. I can grow some okra. But
Y'all like fried? I like fried okra.
just getting out and tilling the soil and planting and stuff like that, I try to go tomatoes, but I don't do very good with tomatoes. I can grow some peppers too.
Lag, you said aquaponics, ponics. Um, my sister in law's grandfather had two tomato greenhouses that were aquaponics, ponics, and he was supposed to be retired, and he said he worked harder there than he did when he was a department head at a textile mill, because he said he would pull tomatoes in the morning, and that afternoon he was picking more tomatoes.
Our soil is so thin here, you have to amend it. You have to get a whole bunch of um, oh, what do you call it? Not mulch. Damn.
I'm the one that only eats peppers in our house. My mom would make during the summer. She'd make stuffed bell peppers because we'd have those big old. I was watching my hands disappear. I'm not having a moment of prayer, but because that background makes my hand disappear.
No,
But they were
they're
big. They were big.
compost. That's what I was trying to think of. Compost.
They were, but those were big bell peppers. And times she stuffed them with ground beef and other vegetables. It was a meal in itself.
Yeah, compost. Yeah, our town is built on the. There's a river about a mile from my house, and the whole town just downslopes to the river. So underneath the topsoil is limestone. So it's just a real thin layer of topsoil that we have here. Anything that was soil kind of washes downstream over thousands of years.
Well, there's YouTube channels where people are living they're living in a New York apartment with a tiny balcony, which is probably more for the fire escape than a balcony. And they'll raise enough vegetables out on that balcony to feed a family of four for a year.
Oh, come on. One balcony?
Yeah, you do vertical growing.
Hmm. Lag is downstream.
Like probably got grow lamps in a room where he grows all his vegetables.
Yeah, Beard calls BS. You can't raise enough food on a balcony to keep your family alive. You can raise some food. People do it all the time. But anyway, you're not going to raise enough to keep a family alive.
Okay, Ron. No, I haven't seen your latest short video, Lag.
Lag does videos?
Yeah.
So, back to reselling. I got average weekend. I got 12 orders going out. Man, I wish some of this stuff that I have would go ahead and sell. I've got so much long tail stuff in my store.
Why don't you
I
put it
mean,
on sale?
the vast majority of it will sell, but I'll run sales every once in a while. Send out offers and that kind of stuff. But racing an anorexic family on New Year's. Yeah, I mean, stuff like squash spreads out. You got to have a lot of room.
Well, first of all, one zucchini plant will produce enough to feed a family of four for 5 years. My dad planted like 10 hills of that one time, and they were giving zucchini. My mom froze zucchini. She cooked with zucchini. They took bushels of it to the old people at church.
Yeah, but
So,
they had more than the size of a balcony, I'm sure, to raise it on.
well, the overall garden was, but the zucchini wasn't. Besides, my dad had it strung so it would, run like running butter beans or something of that sort. Anyway,
Yeah, 1/4 of an acre.
you can, like, you got to expand your area. I think my mom bought a zucchini book to figure out how to cook everything. Like, you only eat processed stuff. Well, you know what, Pink? That's great. But I believe if it keeps on, people will be everybody. If he grew that many, so again, people would be coming to him to get zucchini if he was giving it away. Because dang, vegetables are getting expensive.
About the only farming I do anymore is going out in November and picking up the pecans and cracking them out. We got a good pecan tree.
There's a pecan tree at my brother's office, and my mom actually owns the property, so she goes out there and she picks up pecans when they start falling, because nobody will park because it kind of over the limbs come up over their parking lot, one corner of it, so nobody ever parks there when the pecans are falling because they dent up their cars.
Yeah, yeah, Mike, they'll be handing out Soylent Green.
Yeah. You know what? Ever since we got our air fryer, I use it a lot, Pink. If you don't got one, you need to get one.
You don't have to. She sticks a Swanson meal in for lunch or for dinner, and Meals on Wheels for lunch. There, she's all set.
Yeah, James, not my brother, my cousin, he actually owns the farm that my dad inherited. My dad sold it to him, and he planted watermelons one year, and he um he picked watermelons. He sold watermelons to vendors, all that kind of stuff. So at the end of the year, he just plowed up what was left, disced it in, then plowed it all in. The next year, he had watermelons coming up inside of his corn because he planted corn the next year, and so he'd had all these watermelon vines growing up around the stalks of corn. What's their return policy?
Oh, Costco will take it back. They're good with returns, I'm sure.
I mean, I would like. Does anybody else use their air fryer?
Yeah, we use ours. Maybe once a week we'll cook something in it.
My oldest son said he would wish they would Sam's would have little small pizzas instead of full size pizzas, um, so he could throw one in the air fryer. Really, James? Cool, man. These damn people in Charlotte will buy anything. There were pumpkins that were 35. I stopped out at the end of our road is a shopping center, and there's every year this company or this farm has they have pumpkins, and then they have Christmas trees. I know Christmas trees are expensive, but those they had some pumpkins that were $35 out there. I was like, holy crap. I mean, it was a good sized pumpkin, but like I said, these damn people buy anything. I mean, the air fryer is basically a convection oven without the microwave part of it.
There's that chunk of silver that Mike got.
Cool.
Looks like a big old trinket box.
Looks
Eight,
like an alien baby.
833. Those are flowers on top.
Is that what that is? And it opens up?
Well, I expect it does.
I guess that's where that seam look is, where it opens up. Wow. Hey, Beth. If I didn't say that before. Oh yeah, that's right. That's going on. That's probably going to be some good entertainment there, since Mr. Biden is allegedly returned to the election. What a bearded. Thank you, Scott. We've already got our retirement home. It's on a cruise ship. So when you kick off, they have a burial at sea. Saves you a lot of money in the long run. Man, Scott's getting harsh in his old age. He's not even that old yet, and he's already becoming a codgy old man. Joni's gonna be putting him in a home for too much longer if he don't straighten up. Michael, I've never can remember where you're at. Are you back down in Florida? Are you back up in PA or up north? Maryland, Delaware, somewhere. I was looking on high bid. Boy, there's a lot of estate sales on there. Jabus, Chastity, do y'all look at the high bid auctions around this part of South Carolina and North Carolina? I guess there's a lot of old people passing over now. Where did he go? I guess I've been under a rock. I've never heard of proxy bid. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Oh Lord. He's got to Todd, they're making fun of you.
Yeah, well. Do. What time is it? 8:55.
No,
Yeah.
James sent me down a rabbit hole. I had to go check out something.
Won't be on too much longer because I gotta pack my orders and go do my auction pickup.
Yeah, and how that's a little ways away, isn't it? Like an hour or so.
Yeah.
Well, did you find anything at the auction on the Lutheran sale on Thursday? I know that's backing up, but I wasn't
Yeah, I
here.
bought some figurines. Did I sell a billion? No, I sold about 12 things for about 350. 350?
That's tree fitty.
350?
Tree fitty. A daggum Loch Ness monster. If anybody knows what I'm talking about.
About average.
Yeah, but if you're doing that much every day for a week, that's some pretty good jack there, or even for 5 days, that's still a pretty good little bit of money there.
No, that was 2 days. Saturday, Sunday, 350.
Oh, okay.
So Chastity beat me by one. I sent out offers to buyer, and one buyer messages me and says, "Would you take less?" I'm like, "I already sent you an offer." It's dangerous. What? Yeah, you're in danger of falling asleep, Beard. Yeah, you've had some good sales lately, haven't you, Anissa? Getting those ballet shoes out there for the new dancing season. Bum, bum.
Well, you should be doing something else besides just sitting there, Beard. Don't you have stuff to pack? It's not like you're gracing your lovely face on the show.
You don't have them all listed, Anissa? You've had them for 5 years.
Are there like 50 different types of shoes? Or do you just because of the sizes of them?
Yeah, they want to buy. There's a set of kind of caricature Beatles.
Right.
Paul, Ringo, John, and the other guy, and George. Anyway, I had them listed for like 35, and I sent out a 10% offer, and a buyer messaged me and said, "Would you take 25? I'm kind of short on money." I'm like,
Well,
"If
then
you're
maybe
short on money, what are you buying Beatles pins for?"
that's what I was about to say too. If you're short on money, why are you buying anything other than what you need?
Beard's got 57 to ship. Oh my God. That would take me till from now until 4 o'clock. There you go, Chastity. That's a big discussion among the big channel. You know, when do you when do you quit your job and go full time? You know, just on and on and on about that same topic. And it's a good topic, I understand, because most people can't make a full-time income reselling. I don't.
I'm laughing about what Melissa said.
The same to me, but yeah.
Well, that's a good point right there. In this, Chastity. Good morning, Craig.
If you're like me though, once about the time you get your mortgage paid up, then the homeowner's insurance goes up and the property tax goes up. Hey, Greg.
Or your car blows up and you have to buy another one. Something always comes up.
da. You guys had
Dang,
jobs?
Travis.
Yeah, we had jobs.
Yeah, we didn't have the luxury of living in our mother's basement.
Yeah, a lot of the a lot of the bigger channels, you know, the ones that have 30, 40, 50,000 subscribers. Yeah, I went full time.
Like Scott. Scott, how many subscribers you got now? About 75,000? Oh, hey, listen. In the South, that's Jewish lightning hits a lot, as we call it here. Um, Lag, I got a question for you, buddy, since you know all about computers. Well, I think you know a lot about Windows too. I know you're an Apple head. How do you turn these damn alerts up that keep popping up on Windows 10 or this newest edition of Windows 10 anyway?
I don't know. I get them.
Yeah, Scott, you're just kicking up dirt here now, son. In settings and get a Mac. Well, apparently in October they're quitting supporting Windows 10, and you have to go to 11. And my computer doesn't have some kind of program on it to allow Windows 10 to run. I mean, run Windows 11 to run. So I'm gonna have to get my tech support on his next day off to see if you can upgrade it. Remove the operating system. It's easy. I know. Hey, Tactical Z. All right, it's 10:04. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, I gotta get.
I gave. I was a minute late coming in, so I gave you an extra 3.
I got stuff to do. I'm gonna be busy all day. Go get my stuff from the auction and then kind of get it put in the house and do some sorting. Sort it all out. Uh,
Anyway, all right. Thanks for the show. See you guys later. Got to run. Gots to go.
yeah, we're out of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow on Tom's channel if he doesn't decide to take his wife on a 3 or 4 day trip again.
I wish. All right. We'll see you later. Bye bye, everyone.
Sorry, Tactical. You got to get up earlier.